Where do you do all your best thinking? Or perhaps, where do you make your best decisions? Or maybe, where do you have your best ideas? I bet you it's somewhere like this. One place you're not going to have any good thinking time or get any good ideas or come up with solutions to problems that you're thinking about is sat at your desk staring at a computer screen. But I'm willing to bet that if you open up your task list right now and have a look at all your tasks, you're going to find quite a lot of tasks in there that are telling you to think about something or contemplate or consider or reflect on, or even worse, decide. These tasks in your task manager are the ones that you are going to reschedule and just keep kicking down the road. And there's a very good reason why you're doing that. You see, the problem with these kind of tasks is they're not actually tasks at all. They are things that look like tasks, but when you actually analyze it or break it down, you realize that they are hiding the real task. Let's take something like think about my next summer vacation, or rather think about where to go on my next summer vacation. Is that really a task? You see, the thing is, when it comes to something like a summer vacation, if you have a holiday, perhaps you need to discuss with your partner where you would like to go for your summer vacation. Or if you're not married or not living with a partner, perhaps you need to discuss with your friends where you are going to go. That's actually the task, not think about my next summer vacation. Another one would be something like think about how to move this project forward. Now, this is an interesting one because really, what do you need to do to move a project forward? Really, what you would probably do is review your project notes to see what's causing the thing that's stopping the project from moving forward. That's the real task. Think about is not actually a task at all. Now that brings me on to another kind of task. A task that might come say something like decide what to do on Wednesday. Okay, I'm giving a very generalized task, but a task like decide what to do on Wednesday. Let me ask you something. How long does it take to make a decision? It takes no time at all. You can make a decision just like that. But if you have a task in your to-do list that tells you to decide on something, that's another one of those tasks that's not really a task, because a decision doesn't take any time at all. We should accept that. So what we're actually doing is we need more information. What information do you need in order to make that decision? That is the real task. Now, once again, that could be you need to discuss with somebody, a colleague, your boss, your partner, or it could be that you need to read an article to get some more information. Or again, you may need to go through your project notes to see if the information you require is in there. But a decision, or something to make a decision about, that is not a task at all. That is hiding the real task, which is what is the additional information that you need. And that brings me on to this week's sponsor, Skillshare. Now, I've been using Skillshare for a very long time because Skillshare has all the courses to develop a lot of the skills that I need to make videos like this, or indeed to improve my photography. Skillshare is amazing for creative people who want to learn more and take their skills to the next level. But Skillshare isn't just about the creative processes and the creative skills. Skillshare has a lot of productivity courses on there, from Ali Abdaal to Thomas Frank to my current favorite, Greg McKeown's Essentialism. Now, I've read the book, it's fantastic, it's a book I would strongly recommend, but Greg has put together a course on Skillshare where you can learn the value of becoming an essentialist and learning the principles of essentialism. Now, Skillshare is just an amazing platform and I highly recommend that you check it out. So if you're looking for a place to ignite your creativity and to develop your skills, then give Skillshare a try. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the show notes will get 1 month's free trial of Skillshare. I know you won't be disappointed, and thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now, the chances are you have a lot of tasks in your task manager that are things like think about, decide, consider, contemplate. Contemplate? You know, these kind of tasks, they are not real tasks. Now, the reason why this is connected to procrastination is because when you come across a task like this, you are going to procrastinate simply because it's not clear exactly what you need to do. Now, the reality is, if you want to take time out to think about something, and it is an important thing to be able to do, is to think about options, think about solutions, think about ideas. The best thing you can do is get away from your desk, get outside and move. Movement is how we as human beings were designed to make decisions. It's pure evolution because many hundreds of thousands of years ago, we needed to be able to think and make decisions quickly when being chased by those inevitable saber-toothed tigers. And you were not going to do much thinking sitting on the floor. If you were just sitting on the floor or even laying down or sitting at a desk, did we have desks 100,000? No, we didn't have desks back then. No. But what you would be doing is you would be lunch. Now, if you really, really need time to think, get outside. It's amazing what happens when you start moving. But what do we do with these tasks that I am now suggesting that you take out of your task manager? How am I going to do it? I can't keep going out for a walk every day. Well, there, I have a very simple solution. It's true, we cannot keep getting up from our desks, leaving our office or leaving our home office if we're working from home, just to go out and think about something. And also, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to think about multiple things all at once because that's just going to fry your brain. My solution to this is to pick 1 or 2 things a week that you need to give some real thought to. And what you'll then do is you just put that in the all-day events place in your calendar. Because we're looking at our calendar every day, I hope. And so you're going to see it. It's going to keep coming back up. Every time you open up your calendar, you're going to see, think about such and such. And then make sure you just take some time out. Just go for a walk at lunchtime or go for a walk in the evening. Or for those of you who are early birds, get out and go for a walk in the morning. Either way, if you go out with that thinking, that thought, that idea that you want in your mind, your brain is going to mull it over while you're moving. You're working with your body. In many ways, I feel this is where mind and body come together. The muscles are moving, your legs are walking, and your brain is doing what it does best, which is coming up with amazing solutions. And that's how you want to be dealing with these think abouts and these decides. That's if, as I mentioned before, they're not hiding other tasks. Your task manager needs to be clean and tight. You need to keep it curated. Make sure that the tasks in there are meaningful, actionable, so that when you look at them, you can instantly know what needs to be done and you can make a decision in the moment as to whether you have sufficient time to do it. Vague tasks, unclear tasks, these are the things that will cause you to procrastinate. And also those are the tasks that you're going to keep kicking down the road and rescheduling. If you've got any of these tasks, what I suggest you do is change the action verb at the start of the sentence. That way it makes it very clear. So I hope you got some useful information from this. Now, if you want to learn more about how to write your tasks, I would strongly recommend that the next video you watch is this one.